Chad Turn Up. What's up, Chad?
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. It's a great show tonight.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's man, the conspiracy shows are always the best.
I know.
I always have the fun ones. You had one of my favorite conspiracies, actually. I think I talked about it last time with the New England Patriots
Oh yeah,
that they were
yeah,
installed by
man.
the U.S. government after 9/11. Um,
I still believe it.
yeah, I like it. So what's up, Chad? By the way, people don't
Uh,
know we didn't get a chance to show last week because I fucked it up. Totally my fault. But Chad is has a little guest appearance on the bathhouse on the intro,
oh
which
yeah.
was honestly super funny. It was really well done. And Chad's music is playing in the outro. You're going to see a little outro that I've started making, a little credits with all the supporters. So that's Chad. When are we going to get to see your? When are you going to put that stuff online? I know a lot of people must want to hear it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in the
gonna be
works. Yeah, you gotta
yeah. It's
tease it.
definitely we're looking more at a January February type thing.
All
It's gonna
right,
be next year.
that's
So,
fine. That's fine. That's fine. So what's
but
up, Chad?
yeah, man. I got my first conspiracy theory.
By
I
the way,
think I ever.
question. This is more just between you and I. Did you ever get those Pokemon cards I sent you?
I absolutely did, and I forgot to thank you for that.
Excellent.
By
No,
the way.
no problem. It took me 3 months to send them to you.
Yeah, man. No, that's
Cool.
cool. But yeah, so I wondered if you had ever heard about the conspiracy theory that says that William Shakespeare wrote the Bible.
No, I have not heard William Shakespeare wrote the Bible.
That's like one of the first conspiracy theories I ever heard. For I was like, I don't
Oh,
know.
did he
Is
write
it
the? Yeah. Okay, so I just googled it and it says, "Did William Shakespeare write the King James Bible?"
right? The King James version. I mean, obviously he wouldn't have. Like the it breaks down because he didn't write like the original stories, but they just like did he help like
Yeah, did
to
he kind of just like modernize it essentially?
right through his very well known literary skills.
Yeah, which honestly doesn't actually, now that you say that, does not sound crazy. Like the King James Bible came about when?
I think it was in like the 1400s or something like that. I mean,
Says I'm looking right here. The
I'm
King
not
James
sure.
Version author was an English translation of the Christian Bible for the Church of England, which was commissioned in 1604 and published
16.
in 1611. Now let's see. William Shakespeare. When did he live? William Shakespeare died in 1616.
Yeah,
So that adds up, actually.
and
Interesting.
you could also look up this because the thing that I used to hear was like the Psalm 46 thing. Like he pretty much it was supposed to be like his signature. And that's how we were supposed to know that he wrote the Bible because in Psalm 46 somewhere it say like shake and spear.
Yeah, so here's this is from Wikipedia. So it says Shakespeare's alleged involvement. For several decades, some theorists have suggested that William Shakespeare placed his mark on the translated text of Psalm 46 that appeared in the King James Bible, although many scholars view this as unlikely, stating that the translation was probably agreed upon by a committee. The 46th word from the beginning of Psalm 46 is shake, and the 46th word from the end, omitting the liturgical mark Salah, is spear.
That's some isn't that some like what you call it gematria? What
Gematria
you
or whatever. Yeah, it is. It is in that kind of realm of shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the
There's
way, I wanted to talk about that too. Hey, I'm so glad I brought that up.
yeah,
I don't want to be done with this one, but like the gematria thing, I remember back in the day when I used to be on the Tupac, like how Tupac died.
yeah,
It was a whole website. I mean, just full of that type of stuff. Like Tupac died, like the day he died, like how many bullets he had. I think he got shot like 7 times on a specific. Like
yeah. I think the
it's crazy
problem
how
is that there's no rules for this stuff. So like it's
right,
really like if there's no rules and you're kind of just looking like this is like Ouija board level stuff in my opinion because there's no real work and you're like looking for whatever like whatever clues I guess. So I feel like you can eventually wind up somewhere. Like you could
right.
get something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, because it is pretty just all over the place. I
I mean,
mean,
I
what
do
does it all
remember
mean?
that book that I was talking about, how they like debunked it. And they're like, you could find with all these letters, they're like, you could find anything.
Yeah, man, I don't know. That's wild stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll do. There's a gematria calculator on this website. Maybe we'll get into this too on the after show. We got a lot planned. We got a lot going on. I like that Shakespeare one though. That is, I never knew that,
Yeah,
and
man.
it really does kind of like, at least timeline wise, it makes sense. He's like, the guy was they wrote this new Bible. The king had it commissioned, and then he's the best writer of all time. Happened to be at your disposal.
Literally. Although, there's obviously other William Shakespeare related conspiracy theories, like the fact that a lot of people think that all of his work is actually attributed to Francis Bacon,
Right. Yeah.
apparently.
Well, that was another thing looking at this, looking into this conspiracy theory or whatever, that they're saying, yeah, some people think it might have been Francis Bacon.
Right.
Dude, that would
Yeah.
be, imagine how fucked up that would be if William Shakespeare was just a con artist. Like,
Yeah,
we think
man.
he's the greatest playwright, but he's actually just the greatest scam artist of all time.
It's a lot of stuff like that. I was watching a SVU episode the other day. They was talking about like some famous composer whose most famous piece he didn't even write, or he didn't even create, essentially. And then I had to look it up to see, and this is a true story.
Really?
Like this, yeah. So well, I can't remember the name obviously, but it's just some well-known composer.
Interesting.
Mrs. Chad is trying to get the name right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you know what? Drop it over in the chat or whatever if you
Oh,
get it.
all right.
Yeah, yeah. And all right, we'll catch you in the after show hopefully.
Oh,
Oh, is she
hold
getting it
on.
right now? She got it right now?
No,
I got something else
Oh,
actually.
oh,
okay.
all
What's
right,
up, Miss
cool.
I'll
Chad?
drop. Hey, Danny, how are you?
Yeah,
Hope all is
I'm
well.
excellent. Do you want to go by your actual name, by the way? You don't have to be Miss Chad.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
So I just wanted to mention your joke about your medical bill cracked me up.
It's not a
Um,
joke.
I know it wasn't a joke. It was a true story, but
Yeah.
it made me laugh from the entire domino effect, from you telling it to the guy thinking that he depressed the show, and then the awkward silence that happened. I I'm still tickled. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. I mean, that's what Canada's like, $45 bill. Although a lot of people are mad. There's a lot of Canadians in the chat, and they're just like, yeah, the health system is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they're just doesn't bankrupt you. But if you do need some sort of like actual life-saving thing, they end up probably sending you to America a lot of times. So there's that.
Yes, Ben Shapiro has warned me of such things, Danny.
Yes. It's not common, but it does happen. Like, I had a friend who needed like a shoulder surgery, and he waited like 18 months or something because they're like, oh, it's not that serious. Whereas in America, you'd be like, yeah, we can come do it tomorrow. So
Yeah, man.
that's that. Anyways, all right, Chad, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem,
Bye.
man. It's okay.
Later.